Hey everybody, what's up? Obviously, if you're at all attached to Japan, even if you're not attached to Japan, I should say, in these last few days, you've probably been like me and just glued to the TV and the internet and Facebook and everything else, trying to find out information as much as we can from far away about what's going on in the Miyagi Sendai region or prefecture and that whole area, the Tohoku region. Um, I happen to be back in America right now. I came home for spring break, as most of you know if you've been watching the channel, and you know, it's good and bad that I guess I'm not there. I wasn't there to experience it all, but I feel like I'm not there to help people and comfort people and do what I can for the people that I've come to care about in my new area and my former prefecture of Shimane and other places. But I wouldn't have been anywhere near anything that happened. The place where I live is far away from the devastation. Um, so I still do plan on going back. I'm supposed to fly back on Sunday the 27th, um, arriving in Japan because of the time difference on Monday the 28th. So my guess is, in 2 weeks, at least flights in and out of Narita and stuff will be somewhat back to normal. And that can go forward. Um, and I'm supposed to be starting the new semester at my university teaching the first week of April. I haven't heard from my some of my colleagues at the university yet as to how this is going to affect things. I know, for instance, my former junior high, I was in contact with some teachers and students there. They were supposed to have their graduation on Saturday, the day after the quake, and it got postponed. Um, I'm sure it affected many, incidental things like that. Okay, so what I want to do though is, there's so many vlogs out there on by J vloggers right now, um, talking about the quake and firsthand experience. Some people like Mayfi or Mifi and Nikkei um, are much closer. Nikkei is in Fukushima, Mife is in Tochigi, I think. Of course, tons of people in Tokyo vlogging about it. AtomicBoyX's video went viral. Um, you know, I don't really have anything much to add to that. I know you've all, if you're interested in Japan, have been following it along. Um, but I wanted to be able to hopefully, do something positive. You do feel a little bit helpless when you're this far away. Luckily, in California, there are so many Japanese Americans that we actually get a cable channel here called TV Japan that I've talked about a lot on my sumo channel. It's the way I used to watch sumo when I was living here. And they've opened it up. Usually you have to pay. It's like $25 a month. They've opened it up and it's been on 24/7, so I can get the direct NHK feed um, and watch what's going on. But of course, I'll put links down in the box. There's plenty of good websites where you can get 24-hour information and updates. Um, on an inside note, as far as jets, since I used to be one, I haven't heard of any jet fatalities yet. Jets are supposed to check in with, like, there's a person in charge of each prefecture, and hopefully they will get in contact. And it happened on a Friday around graduation time, so a lot of, like, one jet told me that he had had graduation that day, actually on Friday, and all the kids had gone home early, and only the teachers rather, were at school when the quake hit at 2:45. Um, but you know, I've heard of class schools in Sendai that are just gone, and I'm sure some of the people went with them. Um, but I don't want to dwell on that. It's incredibly sad, and so what I want to do is do a little tiny bit of fundraising right here on the Myargonauts channel. As you know, I'm a partner. A lot of J-vloggers are partners. Some of them make quite a bit of money from being on YouTube, like Eric Sir 6 and Tokyo Kuni at one time, Minx. Uh, some of us, just make a little bit of extra, like Hiko Simon or Busan Kevin. And, then there's people like me. I don't get a huge amount of hits per video. I can buy myself a cup of coffee and stuff, maybe per day what I make. But I want to take some of that money that you guys have, put in my pocket from just watching the videos and clicking on the links and leaving comments and give it back. So basically what I'm going to do is just in this video itself, I want you to leave a comment. And I want it to be a positive comment. I want it to be something about Japan that is, sends out good vibes. Write a sentence. Do something like, Japan was a big part of my childhood because blank. Because I watched, Pokemon growing up. Because I love Dragon Ball Z. Because I really love, the Bleach manga. I've never been to Japan, but blank, I've never been to Japan, but I really want to go to Tokyo, or but I really want to see the Great Buddha, but I've always wanted to go to a live sumo match. The last time I was in Japan, I had a great time, blank. Just something positive, something good about Japan. If you've never been there, something you would want to see, want to do. Something that you love that's come from Japan, like, your PlayStation or some animation, that you love, Bleach or something. So let me know, in a comment. Just write a comment. So let's say some positive things about Japan. Japan is going to rebuild from this, and I know they're going to be strong, and they're getting lots of help from other people, and that's great. So I want to do my little tiny part. So for every comment that you guys leave, I'm going to donate 50 cents to probably the Red Cross in Japan. But I'll leave a link down below, and there's a list of 5 charities. Maybe if it turns out to be a lot of money, I'll donate $50 here and $50 here or something. So for every comment you leave, 50 cents. Leave more than one if you want, but I'm only going to count your username once. I'm not made of money, but like I said, I get a little bit from, Google AdSense from the channel, so I want to give some of it back. And I gotta say, guys, I can't, if for some reason you guys leave 2,000 comments, I just don't have $1,000 to donate. So I've got to probably cap it at about 200 comments, which is $100. That'd be about what I could afford right now. But so you guys can determine, if you leave a bunch of comments, tell people to do it. Like I said, 50 cents for every comment. And that's the little thing that I can do. And of course, I urge you to donate as well if you can afford it. 10 bucks, 15 bucks, whatever you can afford. There's tons of ways, and like I said, I'll leave the link down below. Okay, I have other videos coming up, and I will post a few more of those. And like I said, I'll be back in Japan in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, and all my sincere hopes for the recovery and rescue and finding people in these next few days. All right, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. See you soon. Bye.